Harun walked alone across massive golden dunes. A faint blue shimmer reflected off the sand. A glowing shard peeked out from beneath the dune. Harun's fingers brushed the shard. Blue light pulsed softly. A gigantic glass palace rose from beneath the dunes. Harun approached the enormous crystal doors. A small glowing creature appeared. The creature smiled warmly at Harun. The glass doors opened silently. Harun stood before an endless hall of mirrors. He stood tall, ready for his destiny. Harun touches the mirror. Light shatters fearful reflections. Second chamber. Dark, swirling shadows whisper around Harun. He stands tall, fists clenched against the darkness. Harun steps forward boldly. The shadows dissolve away. A beam of light descends from above, illuminating him. Third room. Absolute darkness surrounds Harun completely. He stands alone, a faint light from the shard in his hand. Harun takes a careful step into the dark unknown. A small white light appears under his foot, guiding him. Harun exits the third room. The guardian waits proudly. The palace glows intensely, beams of light shooting upward. The palace dissolves into shining particles, drifting into the sky. Harun stood alone as a sandstorm approached. The wind howled, and sand swirled around him. He held the glowing shard tightly. A creature of sand rose from the storm. Harun faced it, shard in hand. The creature struck, but Harun dodged. He fell, sand blasting around him. Rising, he wiped sand from his face. The shard released a bright blue wave. The sand creature shattered into dust. The storm calmed, leaving silence. Footprints led away, a new mystery. Harun follows footprints over moonlit dunes. The night sky is filled with stars. A blue shard lights his path. In the distance, a small campfire glows. A cloaked figure sits beside it. The figure removes her hood. She is a young girl with bronze skin. She spreads a worn map across the sand. The girl points at the shard. Harun nods reluctantly. They reach ancient stone ruins. A glowing blue pattern appears. Harun touches the symbol with the shard. The wall slides open with bright magical light. They descend an ancient stone staircase. Blue torches ignite automatically as they pass. A wide underground hall filled with statues. One statue's eyes glow blue. The stone warrior steps off its pedestal. Harun and the girl sprint through the hall. Chunks of stone fall from the ceiling. The girl gestures toward a weak pillar. Harun strikes the pillar with the shard. The pillar collapses onto the warrior. Harun and the girl gasp, covered in dust. A large door stands ahead, covered in runes. The air hums with energy. Both the shard and the girl's pendant glow. They place their items on the door. Bright light bursts outward as it opens. Inside is a vast chamber of floating stones. Harun hears a magical whisper. His eyes widen with wonder and fear. They step into the glowing chamber. A floating bridge forms before them. They walk across as stone eyes open below. A golden serpent rises, scales like mirrors. Eyes glow fiercely. Harun lifts the blue shard. Its glow clashes with the serpent's light. The serpent coils. Studying them, the girl speaks softly to the serpent. Pendant glows. The serpent lowers its head. It dissolves into golden dust. They enter the Chamber of Echoes. Floating mirrors show scenes from the past. A mirror shows the girl alone in the desert as a child, wind blowing. Tears in her eyes reflect her past pain. Another mirror cracks, revealing a terrifying shadow figure approaching. From the broken mirror, a shadow creature crawls out. It's tall, thin, with glowing white eyes. Harun and the girl stand back to back, ready to defend. Their combined light burns holes through the shadow. The shadow creature collapses into black smoke. The mirrors shift to form a circular doorway. They enter a hall covered in ancient carvings. Runes gather and reshape into a glowing 3D map. A place the temple called its heart. Suddenly, the entrance slams shut. Stone pieces lock together. Dust shakes. A long hallway lights up with red and blue crystals. The walls whisper softly as they pass. Harun looks unsettled. A colossal carved stone door stands before them. Harun places his hand on the door. The colossal stone door splits open. Inside lies a vast circular chamber. The crystal shows blurry reflections of Harun and the girl. Blue and gold beams intertwine around the heart crystal. The chamber shakes, sand falls, red and blue lights pulse. A guardian statue cracks open. Glowing red lines appear. The stone guardian rises, huge. Its eyes burn like lava. Harun protects the girl. He holds the shard forward. The guardian swings a fiery arm. Harun pulls the girl aside. Dust explodes around them. So they combine their lights, one blue, one gold. A massive blue-gold beam hits the guardian. The impact flashes across the chamber. Cracks split the guardian from head to toe. It collapses into fiery fragments. The heart crystal dims to a calm, soft blue. The room stops shaking. Blue and gold light surrounds Harun and the girl. They see a vision of ancient rulers building the temple. The temple was a sanctuary to protect magical children. The vision ends, the crystal dims. A narrow stone bridge extends, glowing blue. Harun realized the light wasn't random, it was leading him somewhere. Harun's fingers touch a glowing root. Blue light ripples outward. He looks cautiously hopeful. Roots rearrange into a glowing trail. Harun, staff in hand, stands ready. He walks down a crystal-lit spiral tunnel. Shadows dance across his face. He enters a vast chamber of whispers. Floating crystal shards rotate slowly. A shard projects a hologram map. Harun's eyes widen at the blue reflections. The map shows visions of the past. Harun reaches toward it, hand illuminated with turquoise glow. The chamber trembles as crystal shards vibrate violently. Harun braces himself against the cave tremor. Large rocks crack from above as the cave collapses. Harun leaps aside as turquoise light flashes. Harun sprints through tight glowing tunnels. Crystal shards fall like glass rain around him. Harun shields his face. Sparks of blue light scatter. He dives through a collapsing stone archway, narrowly escaping. Harun crawls out onto a rocky cliff, sunlight blasting. And there it was, the mountain from the map. Harun tightens his scarf, grips his staff, eyes filled with determination. He walks forward across the vast, flat desert with shimmering mirages. His long shadow stretches across the sand, shaped like a hero. As night approaches, Harun walks toward the horizon. A warm lantern glows from his pack, and stars begin appearing. Harun rests beside a small fire under a star-filled sky. At sunrise, Harun stands tall, ready, his robe shining in warm light. A massive sand wall forms in the distance. He squints, shielding his eyes as he enters the storm. Lightning crackles in swirling clouds of sand. Shadowy sandform spirits swirl around him. But Harun didn't bow. Courage burned brighter than fear. But Harun didn't bow. Courage burned brighter than fear. He emerged on the other side, stronger than before. The mountain looms, glowing brightly. Harun touches the stone, hopeful. A doorway opens with blue runes. He enters a corridor of glyphs. Footsteps echo on crystal floors. He finds a room with platforms. The core glows with patterns. Harun walks toward the core. A guardian rises, eyes glowing. Harun plants his staff, wind swirling. His golden robe whips dramatically. A beam shoots from the core to Harun's chest. He glows turquoise. His eyes widen as the guardian watches the test of light. Harun sees visions swirling storms, monsters, places he traveled. Light wraps him like a cocoon of swirling memories. Harun clenches his jaw, pushing forward, glowing stronger with blue magic. The glow fades. The guardian kneels, acknowledging Harun's strength. The core separates, forming a crystal sphere that drifts into Harun's hands. Harun lifts the glowing sphere, pride and relief on his face. Walls glow bright as crystal veins light up. The mountain vibrates gently. Harun walks back through the glowing corridor, now brighter than before. Harun steps out into sunlight, the mountain glowing faintly blue behind him. Harun approaches the oasis village. People notice the faint glow in his bag. Palm trees sway behind him, as villagers run to him joyfully. They surround Harun, amazed by his return. The colors warm and welcoming. Harun holds the crystal heart before the villagers. Its glow reflects in their astonished eyes as it releases soft waves of light. The light spreads across the oasis, making trees shimmer and water glow. Plants grow brighter and healthier, and the water becomes crystal clear. Children laugh and run through the glowing mist, joyful in the renewed oasis. Villagers lift Harun onto their shoulders, honoring him. At night, lanterns float as music plays during a grand celebration. Harun was no longer just a traveler, he was a guardian. And so, his journey continued into the endless desert of wonders.